Okay, I did have a save game, but we're going to start fresh because I didn't get very far into it and I really want to play it on stream. So yeah, welcome to my live stream. Alright, fair enough. It'll be alright. Alright, new game. Main story, Void Shadows. Yeah, I don't have the next Season Pass yet. I should get Season Pass 2 at some point. Alright. Normal difficulty. No, we're doing custom character. Spend an hour on character creation. Okay. We are a guy. Pretty cool face. Appearance. Oh, we're a dude. Many options. He looks weird. Hello. Alright, let's continue. They all look really old and weird. Don't mind that one. They've all seen a lot of things. This is a tough galaxy. I don't like the scars. Do that one. Whoa. That's pretty average, I think. Pretty pasty. I'm pretty pasty, so let's roleplay. Hairstyle. Wow, many hairstyles. Oh. That's pretty cool. What's my hairstyle like? Oh, creating a character is so hard. I can never decide. That one's not too bad. I don't mind that. Okay. Tones. It's not bad. Don't mind that one. Even eyebrows. Oh my goodness. What are my eyebrows like? Really thin, actually. Like this? No. Maybe like this. Yeah, that's good. Eyebrow color. Okay, beard. Am I a bit grizzled? Sometimes I am. 5 o'clock shadow. No, no way. I'm a guardsman. Tattoos. Scars. Oh. Yeah, we've got 1 or 2 scars, I reckon. No tattoos. No tattoos. They're not for me. Okay, augments. No, I'm all natural.
Something of interest.
I did fine.
Look upon the Emperor's faithful and tremble.
I like how the male can have a female voice. That's cool.
Let our weapons
The best defense is a good offense.
keep
Ruinous favor.
your curiosity sings in my veins.
That's pretty funny.
Gaze upon the powers of the veil.
My supremacy is proven once again.
No voice.
And
Through
I
We fit for the Fon Phalancius annals. You didn't stand a chance.
Might
For the Emperor,
Oh.
the divine what
let my fury rain down upon thee.
the high
This could be an opportunity.
Pragmatic. I like pragmatic. Okay. Death World. Okay. 1 second, I just need the toilet. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, I just needed the toilet. I think we'll do the character creation and then I'm going to take a coffee break, I think. Possibly. Possibly. But we'll see. Okay, Death World. On Death Worlds, the plants, the beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms inimical to a human life. What's that say? Inimical to human life. I can't read. And I'm an English teacher, go figure. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxy, those tested and found wanting to die young. So we get survival instinct strength. So if you live on this place, you're a tough guy. So, trusty weapons. Voidborn. Voidborn are humans birthed in the belly of a void vessel or aboard an ancient orbital satellite. Those who have lived their lives on void ships become injured to some extent due to reality-altering processes of warp travel, and to living in low or zero gravity environments. In many cases, their features are drawn and their skin pallid. They may even have minor deformities or a strangeness to their speech, gait, or general appearance that sets them apart from others. So yeah, the warp would mess you up a bit, I think. And living in 0G, like when we come back from space ourselves, we have to go through intense physiotherapy because you get muscle atrophy, which is interesting. Space is cool, I like it. So what do we get from this? Fortune, willpower, fortune. Talents, bloody mess, contagious luck, just a flesh wound, Monty Python. Be smart. Okay, Hive World. A Hive World's population is so dense that great swaths of the surface of the world are frequently covered in gargantuan cities bejeweled with towering spires that pierce the atmosphere. Hive Worlds are vital to the welfare of the Imperium and are the beating heart of its economy and war machine. They produce munitions for the Emperor's armies in vast manufactories, mines, valuable minerals and refined fuels for the Imperial Navy. Innumerable regiments of the Astra Militarum are raised from their massive populations as well. Imperial Guard. That's cool. We might choose Hive World maybe. Features strength in numbers, talents. Okay. Forge World. Forge Worlds is a domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Entire planets secede to the demands of the vast micro-industries. Each is a manufacturing super-complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge Worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often coloured by technologies they specialise in manufacturing. The bulk of Forge World's population is utilised as a labour force, while the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. Okay. Forged for a purpose. Okay, next, Imperial World. An Imperial World is one of the million planets united by the belief in the immortal God Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grainy feudal populations. The inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the master of humanity and the imperial creed espoused by his servants. The designation Imperial World encompasses a vast array of wholly dissimilar worlds that are nevertheless part of the Imperium. Humanity's finest. Ready to serve. So this is pretty fanatical. Fortress World. Fortress worlds are entire planets where the planets where the entire populace is immersed in warfare. They constantly train for the day that they may be called upon to defend the Imperium, a charge they solemnly uphold. Fortress worlds are established as bulwarks against the enemy. Every citizen is a soldier trained to fight from the moment they can handle a weapon. So yeah, these are like the outer worlds, I guess, which are super dangerous. Like the Wild West, I guess. Okay, Combat Addict, Tale of Steel, Never Stop Believing. Okay. So, what should we go for? Death World, no. Hive World. Let's go with Hive World. Ooh. Some drip. Origin, okay. So let's have a look. The Astra Militarum, commonly known as the Imperial Guard, is the primary fighting force of the Imperium, and the first line of defense from the myriad of threats that endanger the existence of humanity in the 41st millennium. You have served as one of the commanders of the Astra Militarum Regiment, commanding thousands and winning battles in the name of the God Emperor. Okay, regimental tactics. Alright, fix bayonets. Alright, Commissar. Ooh, it matches similar to my portrait. Commissar might happen. Commissars. Commissars are the Officio Prefectus. Commissars of the Officio Prefectus are ruthless officers charged with maintaining the morale, discipline, and fighting spirit of their Astra Militarum regiment. You used to be one of these faithful servants of the God Emperor, a living symbol of imperial authority, regarded with a mix of fear and awe by their subordinates. At all costs. One for the enemies, two for the traitors. Summary execution, okay. That is a nice uniform though, I have to say. Matches the portrait a little bit. Yeah, I wish you could upload your own artwork, that would be great. But, let's make some more. Let's say that this this portrait is idealized. Idealized. All right, next one. Crime Lord. The Imperium survives and prospers in no small part due to the narrowness of its vision. But a rebellious mind and will such as yours could not so easily be constrained. The dark paths of smugglers and renegades that wind behind the facade of the Imperium society offers a dangerous refuge for those who are unwilling to bow to the law. You used to be one of these dangerous yet resourceful individuals. Okay, crime lords. Killing plan, escape plan. I guess this one's good at running away. Okay, next. Whoa, nice outfit. Ministorum priest. What does that say? The Ecclesiarchy. Maybe I said that right. Sorry, I'm not very good at reading Warhammer stuff. Known formally, I should be, because I do buy things. I mean, over there is my Rogel Dawn that I'm painting, Imperial Guard. Oh, can I reach it? Can I show you? Let me see if I can reach it. Oh. Oh, I can't reach it. Okay. So yeah, this is my Rogel Dawn battle tank that I'm painting. It's not quite finished yet, but yeah, I'm doing alright with it. I do like it, it's very cool. Okay, let me put it back. Okay. This is the point where I completely break it, right? Oh, let's slide you back in there, next to the rattling, and the men who are dead at the side of it. Okay, let's put it at an angle so you can see it better. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, anyway. Let's get on with this. Okay. Formerly as the Adaptus Ministorum is a vast institution that oversees the galaxy-spanning religion of the Imperium. The Ecclesiarchy. Yeah, I did it. The Ecclesiarchy's complex hierarchies of cardinals, missionaries, preachers, and zealous laity ensure the prescribed prayers and invocations are made, all the while instructing the masses to guard against heresy and deviancy. You used to be one of those fiery and charismatic individuals concerned with keeping a close watch on your congregation. Interesting. Sorry if I sound a little bit weird. On Friday I had a root canal done, so yeah, it doesn't hurt now, but it's a bit weird. The filling is a bit weird, so I'm getting used to it, so please bear with me if I sound a bit strange. Alright, next. Navy officer. Oh, that's a nice... Oh, is this the guy? Again, it's slightly similar, but okay. The Imperial Navy is responsible for the fleets of void ships that assert dominance of the Imperium amid the stars, and fulfill other duties concerned with the void and warp travel. You used to be a Navy officer and a commander of a void ship, hardened in numerous battles and famous for resounding victories. Okay, brace for impact. Well, I like the cape. Cape's nice. Okay. Centaurian voice, evasive maneuvers, fleet combat training, get off me. Okay. Alright, noble. The high nobility of the Imperium are enormously privileged and powerful elite. A breed apart from the common masses they rule, you grew into adulthood upon a pedestal of affluence and grandeur that towered high above the common masses. You expect their obedience and lived upon the fruits of their toil, surrendered to your family in solemn fealty. Alright, you serve me. Not a fan. Not a fan already. Very bossy. No, I'm not a fan. Sanctioned Psyker. Wow, this is a lot of lore. Okay. Psykers are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful, who somehow survive the rigors of sanctioned rituals, are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by the wielders of warp powers. You were one of those found worthy to serve humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the warp. Note: damaging psyker powers count as weapon attacks, counting towards the normal attack limit per turn and gaining all the benefits of abilities and talents, increasing the damage of attacks. For example, a soldier using the run and gun ability will be able to use damaging psyker powers twice per turn, and an operative to analyze enemies' abilities affects the damage of damaging psyker powers. Okay. So this guy's basically magic, if you could call it that in 40k. Psychic powers are like magic, I guess. Alright. An arbitrator. The Adeptus Arbitrates are the implaceable and unbribable keepers of the Lex Imperialis, the soul and sacred law of the Imperium. They extract a merciless and terrifying punishment upon anyone who dares violate the sacred tithe, the tribute every Imperium world must pay in the name of its continued existence. Enforcers of the Imperial religion, I guess. Okay, shotgun mastery, armor piercing. A lot of talents, but no real skills. Alright, who are we going with? Commissar. Or Commander or Commissar? I like the hat. Alright, outfit settings. Oh. Red and green, I don't like that. Alright. Oh, it's got a blue trim. Whoa. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the Commando. Okay. Triumph, apex of brilliance. Through reforms and leadership, you restored a broken Imperial Guard regiment to its former martial glory. You and your guardsmen defended a shrine world and have received the highest commendation for your feats. You utilized your talents as commanders to achieve a great victory over the ruinous powers. Okay, let's go back. Oh, it's the same. I wonder if they're different for others. Oh, okay. You know what? I changed my mind. We'll go for the Commissar. You directed a heroic attack on the Imperial Guard regiment, the breach of an Imperial Guard. Yeah, we're going for this. Darkest Hour. Grim Portents. The souls of all who perished in a brutal offensive still haunt your nightmares and torture your soul. Brand of shame. Falsely accused of cowardice, you were forced to suffer for a humiliating tribunal. Shadow of Torment. You were attacked by a group of renegade guardsmen during a mutiny and were beaten half to death. Yeah, interesting. I'm going with this one. It'll be a heavy burden, right? Okay. Homeworld. Alright, I think we're good. Warrior. I'm no officer. I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a soldier. Okay, available points. Perception describes how well characters perceive their surroundings. Let's put a few into that. 5 into perception. 5 into willpower. Intelligence. Measurements of a character's acumen. Fellowship. 45. I want quite high fellowship. This skill reflects the character's competence in all forms of close combat. Ballistics are pretty good. Strength. Toughness, how easily a character can shrug off pain, and how easily they can resist. Strength. Alright. Put some more into strength, and I think we're good. Void ship. Oh, we get a nice little ship. Sword. Falchion. That's a bit of a box. Sword looks pretty cool. Sword class frigate is a classic void ship design proven in thousands of battles, combining decent firepower, high speed and respectable survivability. Estimated dimensions: 1.6 kilometers in length, 0.3 kilometers abeam the fins, approximately Estimated tonnage 6 megatons. Approximate estimated number of souls 26,000 on a ship. Wow. Oh. The Von Valancius flagship. Rogue Trader's personal ship. It's the pride of the Von Valancius dynasty. It carries the Lord Captain from one world to another, laying waste to all those who dare stand in his way. Alright. Okay, the Von Valancius flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valancius dynasty. Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for those pursuing smaller, faster raiders, and for hunting the countless pirate Xenos and heretics in the Cronus Expanse. Cronus Expanse, a scattered, poorly explored region of the frontier of the Imperium, full of fearsome Xenos, treasure, heathen worlds, and echoes of ancient doom. Wild West. Okay. Oh. Numerous Von Valancius rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve the Von Valancius dynasty. Okay. So this is sword class. Okay, the Falchion class frigate is a more advanced and modern design that was developed only 5 centuries ago, but has already proven to be as good as the veteran frigates like the sword class. Decent. 22 kilometers in length, 3 kilometers of beam at the fins. So that would be across. Estimated tonnage 6.5 megatons. Estimated number of souls 27,000. The bomb. Oh, it says the same thing. All right, Firestorm. The Firestorm frigate is a modification of the sword class design, designed to deliver fire strikes against large enemy ships, not shying away from engagements with a superior opponent. Alright, estimated dimensions 1.8 kilometers in length, 0.3 of beam at the fins. Estimated tonnage 6 megatons, 25,000 souls. Alright, so what are we going for? I like how they're all like flying churches. I like this one. Alright. Okay. We get to edit the name. It's weird how the music stops. Let's think of a good name. I don't know, what's a good name? Name. Let's call it the Imperial the... Oh. The Nosferatu. The Nosferatu. Yeah, that sounds scary. Apply. The Nosferatu. Alright, result. I think we look pretty good. Alright. Alright, let's make a start. R1, R1. We're ready to go. Oh, I need a name, don't I? Paul. Oh, Shikinami. Always my go-to name. Alright. Here we go. Cool. The setting is so cool in 40k. It's so like grand and dark and creepy. I love it.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Alright. Conrad Voigtgewehr. Alright. The Emperor of Mankind, the guide, the ruler, and the highest power to which humanity offers their prayers and aid for deliverance. Most would be driven mad with despair if they knew the truth. So yeah, the Emperor is a zombie, essentially, and they sacrifice 1,000 people every day to keep him alive. Or to keep him semi-alive, and to keep his void energy, or his warp energy going. So yeah. Okay.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtgewehr, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Okay. Rogue Trader. A subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. So yeah, explorers, essentially. Okay. Okay, so this is Conrad. Alright. Nice blaster. Oh, how formal are we? I have no intention. No, don't be mean. We look mean. We look a little bit mean, but I don't want to be. Let's be formal. Divisional Commissar of the Officico Prefectus Polshikin Army, Xanathar. Alright, fair enough.
My regards, Commissar. Finding you was a difficult task given your parents' fate and your upbringing in the Schola Progenium. Truly, our meeting is an act of providence, is it not?
Alright. Schola Progenium. A division of the Ecclesiarchy responsible for the upbringing, education and training of orphans of those officers and nobles who have died in service of the Imperium. So we have, we're a pad brat essentially, which means we're a military kid. So I'm guessing our parents were either officers or nobles, and they died. So we went to an orphanage. Fair enough.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with her ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Oh. Why am I aboard this vessel? Master of Whispers, yeah. Alright. Let's find out why.
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Fair enough.
I see that you are shocked. Yes, you understood correctly. Lady Theodora's authority indeed supersedes that of those whom you obeyed before. The Lord Captain's power is so great that she is capable of performing unthinkable feats, such as changing the fate of a servant of the Imperium. Your fate.
Yeah. Imperium of Man, the galaxy-spanning interstellar human empire ruled by the living god who is known as the Emperor of Mankind. Yeah, we know that one. That's pretty famous. Alright.
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Okay.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service, and therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Lex Imperialis, the Codex of Imperium Laws. Yeah, break them and you're in big trouble. Okay, tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say, that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Warrant of Trade. The sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. Alright. You say I'm one of the rogue trader's heirs, so is there another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Wow, not much information. Okay. Keep your secrets. Alright, let's move on. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Okay.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Alright. By the right of blood. Rogue trader Theo... Ah, come on. Don't need to learn how to use a camera. Oh.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, map. Paused.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
Ah, there we go. Journal. Okay. By the right of blood, rogue trader Theodora von Valencius desires to personally meet with the person recently brought aboard her flagship. A storm is brewing over the dynasty, so the Lord Captain has something important to share with her heir, if she ever gets the chance. Okay, so, follow Conrad. Alright. Interactable objects. Alright.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
That warp jump was surprisingly uneventful. The one a couple of cycles ago... Now that was tough. The delirium took hold of so many, and the witch was up to her old tricks again. Oh. What did that say? Oh. A massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value aboard a void ship. Okay, what do you say? Have you heard? Apparently the lower decks got a big influx of new blood after the last on-world resupply. Is there some pestilence spreading through the crew? And that's why we had to make up the shortfall? Last time it was blue leprosy that called our ranks. Oh, they say the same thing. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
options. Language. Display. Fair enough.
Is there money to be made?
The sacred mechanisms has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Incomprehensible information is displayed on the large screen above the code. That's too fast. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and worlds amongst numbers and logistical. Oh. Alright. Lay people. Rude. Okay, Technomat. Oh, you say the same thing.
I always have a backup plan.
You guys. If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priests. Who are you? A worker. The crew member is hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Is he a worker or is he a slave? Praise be to the machine god. Adeptus Mechanicus. Very good. Okay, how about you? Greetings, my lord. Thank you. Warp room. Oh, I heard the Censure gave the senior officers another public dressing down recently. I don't know what it was for this time, but words would latch onto any slip-ups as an excuse to give someone an earful. Alright.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, he's there, is he? Worker. These will strengthen my heart and body to the Emperor. A candlelit altar with a copy of the Lex Imperialis with the Codex of the Emperor. Alright. How long do we have to wait for an audience? How many days has it been already? Okay. Servitors.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay.
One of the Fon Valencia's trophy rooms.
Oh,
Perhaps
nice.
you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Lehman Ross. I want to take a look around now. I'm a sucker for a tank.
What's happening?
Oh.
The servitors have gone berserk! No mercy to those who oppose Von Valencia!
Alright, battle time. You have been ambushed, the battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. Press this button to start the battle. Alright. Nice music. Okay, let's start. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use abilities. Okay, movement points. Oh. Is there one servitor or several? All right.
I'll make it happen.
Wait, what? Oh, okay.
I don't need luck. I have strategy. I'll see to it. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
Alright, enter. Critical hit. Wow, he just completely ignored me.
It's as good as done.
Wait, what is that? Reload? Oh, okay. Okay.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident.
I understand none of
Servitors
that.
malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Okay.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Okay, no problem. I didn't understand a lot of that battle system, but okay, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Alright.
Always keep your eye on the prize. I will lead us to fortune.
I'm currently preoccupied with matters of our safety. You, on the other hand, have somewhere you need to be. The Lord Captain is expecting you. Do not try her patience. Alright. Noted. Pause. Ah, okay.
I
I
always
get it.
keep my options open.
Alright. Deck Enforcer. Your Lordship, do not worry, all the threats have been eliminated, it's absolutely safe here. Oh, okay, fair enough. Ooh, what's this? A violet alloy, which upon closer inspection turns out to be a handcrafted object. Oh, no. Primitive tools. Obsidian, if you look closely. Stone on the pedestal is no solid. Okay. A massive golden. Okay. A strange object resembles sea coral.
Let us not dawdle.
Can I get some loot? The wires in the services head are still smouldering. It would seem that the cause of this malfunction was short-circuited. Tarantula sentry gun. There we go. Lehman Russ. My kind of thing. Servant. finished exhibit.
Is there money to be made?
Alright. The Grand Void Ship Temple occupies the entire space below the officer's deck, and it's lit by countless candles and lumens. Yeah, pretty big. Where were we before? Were we maybe we were over there? Jocasta Sawback. Who are you? Fair enough.
Keep your wits about you.
The lifts carrying people around the decks move with a loud grinding noise. Yeah, these ships are so huge that they need elevator systems. Scale is awesome in 40k, I love it. Crew officer, I beg your pardon, your lordship. After the incident with the servitor, the passage is closed to anyone until the arch. Okay. Oh. Where are we going? Oh.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done.
Okay, Theodora.
Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
Let's listen some more.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling. Approach.
Okay, my time.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say.
I said nothing.
Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
Alright.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crew sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Alright. Okay. Your passive skill tests. Your character's skills reflect knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate skill tests. Okay. Close. Alright, what would I do? Well, both. Special dialogue. Okay. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Aeon 6 engages in Xeno worship. Xenos or warp. Is this knowledge? There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. Okay, these are the non-skill check ones. I'm a former commissar. I would continue sending in more people, one crew after another, until someone succeeds in their service to humanity and the conquest of Aeon 6. Wow. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first, no matter what means I would have to use. The riches of Aeon 6 would be mine. Aeon 6 must be purged. For the good of the Imperium, I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and otherworldly powers that rule the native apostates. I do not know. Alright, let's have a look. Check first.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Aliens. Okay, this guy doesn't like me. So, I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. Edelthrad. We're both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become any one of our status to engage in petty feuds? Diplomatic. I find your tone most disagreeable, Edelthrad. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth. Alright. Let's sass him.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officers' deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
So, why are you here?
There are questions.
You are direct. I approve. But you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Okay, warrant of trade. Let's have a look. A sacred the sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. Sounds like a pass to do whatever you want. Or, I guess, a license to kill if you're a James Bond fan? Yeah. Alright.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with Fon Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Cool. Alright. I am ready to take on this sacred purpose. It's all too sudden for me. One of? Does that mean there are other heirs? Alright.
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Blood right
Edelthrad.
alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Eh?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name Fon Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voitvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
I wonder what he did. Alright. Edelthrad.
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse.
So, fair enough.
Once, you were a commissar of the Imperial Guard, a political officer who was not afraid to face his own death or to send his underlings to theirs. Resolve, faith, implacability. All of it gives one a unique perspective when presented with a situation where a less steadfast individual could falter. Trust me, your future holds plenty of situations where your commitment to your duty, or your house's interests, will be one of your strengths. Moreover, your courage has made you far more famous than you yourself probably realize. True feats of heroism will forever live on in the annals of the Imperium, and bring honor to the Fon Valancius line.
So I'm pretty famous already then. Alright. I'm ready.
Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
Okay. Time to move on. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Vox. A piece of technology used to communicate over short distances or to record sound. So radio. Navigator. A sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. Warp. An alternate dimension of pure energy and madness existing as a mirror to real space. Also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Aether, the Sea of Souls, or the Warp Space. Crazy place. Alright. Number one. Navigator, translation, what are these things you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
Okay.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Grey-haired officer. He looks cool.
Enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Any type of digital computer in the Imperium of Man. Fair enough. Alright. Where is your ship headed?
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Alright. What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Alright. Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir? Let's see what she says.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
I was only joking.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Whoa. It's kicking off.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Alright, I'm just going to take a quick break, so bear with me. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so start the battle. Let's see if we can learn a bit more about this.
For now.
Follow my wings. To the glory of the Imperium.
Chaos guides me. I serve the ruinous powers.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh, ow. Use cover.
I am ready for whatever comes.
Am I in range? Yes.
If not me, your end
Bang.
was inevitable. On it.
Reload.
I'll make it happen.
Oh, I killed him.
It's as good as done.
Oh, shots. Did I kill him?
I'll see to it personally.
Alright. That was good. I think I got it a little bit.
Death to non-believers! Out of my way!
Ooh.
My place is at the fore. Reduced to dust.
The combat's nice and crunchy, I'll give it that.
My faith strengthens me.
Whoa!
Death to the heretics.
Dang! Okay, where's our other...
Don't let your guard down.
That doesn't count as cover. So we can hit this one. Ah, miss.
On it.
Okay.
Emperor, protect me.
You don't need any protecting. Oh wait.
Stay vigilant.
Mort, use that flamethrower. Oh. Got good line of sight there, maybe.
Who if not me?
Oh wait, no. Can I hit him?
I'll see to it another enemy.
Yeah! We did it! Good job! I like the combat system.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive.
Why's my hair stuck up?
Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
What's happening, or what are your orders? What is happening?
From what we have seen, I can speculate that we are dealing with some variety of madness induced by warp travel. Such episodes are not uncommon among voidsmen who have found themselves outside the boundaries of real space, though such episodes seldom spill onto other decks.
Alright. blaming it on madness. There's more to it than that, though, I think. Abelard?
Oh, the casters are not working, or have been sabotaged. Either the warp is toying with us, or someone went to great lengths to cut the ship's communications. I will need a direct channel to the engine seer prime before I can get a sense of what we are up against. Whatever it may be, keep your weapons at the ready. I imagine it will be some time before we no longer need them.
Alright. Engine seer. A tech priest whose specialization is the maintenance and repair of sacred machines. Alright, okay. How could there be armed people in the ranks of the crew who would dare attack the Lord Captain? The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what's transpiring now. What are your orders?
Trust me, this is hardly surprising for a crew of thousands. The lower decks are a fertile environment for discontent and heresy, no matter how one tries to incinerate any seed before it can take root. All it takes is a hint of warp influence to cloud the minds of normally obedient cattle.
That's fair enough.
Sporadic riots on the lower decks never reach these compartments. No, the tumults of the rabble are always contained within their own territory. This is too well organized. It is spreading too rapidly. Possibly. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation.
What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Okay. To journal. The officer's deck is under attack by an unknown enemy, so Arch-Militant Mort has left a clear way to the lift, leading to the upper decks. The officer has not returned yet, so it is time to find out the cause of the delay. I want his flamethrower. Give me his flamethrower.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Is there a mini-map? I guess there isn't. Is there any loot I can have? Whoa!
Always keep your price.
Navigation, I guess. Alright, what's this way? Okay. New next character selection previous. Navigate up, left, right. Game. Show all tutorials. Auto end turn. Yeah, sure.
I always have a backup plan.
Alright, I guess we're going this way then, are we? Or not? Select. The heretic's body is riddled with holes, and an improvised single shotgun lies smoking in his hand. Alright. Jocasta? We're definitely getting shot at. Oh, there's Mort. Is there a mini-map?
Ah, thank Providence you are alive and well.
Oh, hello, Conrad.
Always on time, eh, Kunrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
No mini-map. I just checked.
Mort, pull yourself together.
Mort doesn't like him very much.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Alright. Okay.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here, in the warp? A mutiny against the Emperor's anointed. Execute the traitors, every last one of them. Fair enough. We must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we may stop this wave from spreading. If this is indeed a severe case of warp madness, then the situation is dire. Yes.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once. Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Assist for a battle. Nice.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Arch-militant, and taking into consideration Ethelthrad's psychic powers.
Then it's settled. Find Ethelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
In whatever state? What does that mean?
We are in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psychers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways.
Enough! Master of Whispers, you must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish under Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Ethelthrad back to me.
Okay. I hear and obey, Lord Captain. I shall do everything in my power. I cannot promise that I won't lose our dearest heir somewhere along the way. Oh dear. Okay. She's a scary woman. I don't want to annoy her too much. So...
Not everything
Oh.
in your power. You will do as I say. I'll have your heads if you fail. Is that clear? Then move out. Mort, come.
I'd rather have Mort with me, to be honest. I want his flamethrower.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do lead the way. I have a proposition. Since I'm the more important person here, you can go in the front to shield me from potential threats. You had better not fail me. The Lord Captain made it clear that relying on you is fraught with risk. Okay.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by an unbearable gut-wrenching pain. What? Oh. What? Traitor. Promise you a special destiny, Bolshekinami. It's time to fulfill it. What's happening? Ow! He kicked me in the nuts.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Warrant Chamber. What is the meaning of this? Two-faced scum, you are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Why are you doing this? What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel? I have no intention of helping you. I will help you as long as you spare my life. Will you let me join you? Then we can take the warrant from Theodora together. Well, I don't want to be a traitor. It's too early in the game for that. I'm not very happy with him.
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
Alright. Coercion succeeded. What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of grox? Wow. I want to know why he's doing this first.
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for. The warrant of trade.
Master. Coercion.
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Traitor. I riled him up at least. Oh. The blade flashes in the dim light and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more, sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. The gate. Go to the gate. Okay. Fight the voice in your head. Get out. I am not your puppet. I will do as you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this, you filth. Enough threats. I will comply with your demand. We're gonna fight. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence. You were wounded by the corrupted weapon, which led you to a warp entity invading your mind. Okay, forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. Oh. We're not in control. Okay. Skill tests. Skill tests in dialogues. One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Unlike the passive skill tests, which are made automatically. Ah, so it changes the dialogue. Okay. So in the gateway arch you see a conjugator, yeah, with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. Creepy. Oh, we're clipping through. Sorry, spoiled that. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you as one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Servitors. Yeah, servitors are robots, but inside they're human beings who had a lobotomy, so more or less brain removal. We used to do lobotomies in the 50s for mental illness, and it's horrible. Good lord. Alright, so look back, look for anything that could be used as a weapon. Examine the device. Let's look around. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that can work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a producing piece of rebar in sight. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Oh, I guess we got no choice. Let's do it. You carefully inspect the design of the gate conjugator. What immediately catches your eye is a strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You expect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. 5 experience, alright. Archaeotech, incredibly rare and powerful piece of technology from humanity's ancient past. Continue. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leads forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Warp entity, okay. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voice that fills your head after Vortigers wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Oh, examine the sentinel. We're getting a lot of information here. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin coverings it's stitched together with copper thread, and it has metallic hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit will be much longer than that of ordinary automatons. Alright, let's get it over with. Place your hand in the Sentinel's maw. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the conjugator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from. Crackling like static. Is this the Sentinel? The conjugator? Is it a figment of your wary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Who is this? Yes, yes, I do require assistance. I suppose this is the onset of the warp madness they warned me about. I must have lost my mind. Who is this?
Genetic code identified. Child of House von Valancius. Do you require assistance?
Oh. Yes, Sentinel. Traitors threaten my life and the safety of the warrant. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Ooh. Oh, nice. Damn.
There is still another way.
Oh. Okay. Check the warrant chamber. The warrant chamber has opened its doors for the Dynasty heir. It's time to make sure the sacred warrant of trade is safe.
Is there money to be made?
Wow, this is pretty cool. Alright, let's see what's happening here. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them. Sorry. Unite and reclaim what was lost. For the Emperor.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Oh. It's a servo skull. Okay. I need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Alright. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel. Standing by.
Okay. Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Alright, I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication
Alright, leave me away from here. Let's get out of here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units, calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Okay. No one must reach the warrant. A simple order to the Sentinel Conjugator will lock the chamber. No rumors, no contracts. Alright.
I always keep my options open.
I want the loot. Anything over here? Nope. Alright. Oh. Still red hot from the gunfire. Can't go that way. Can I talk to you? Plasma. Oh, okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Nope, can't go that way. Oh. Seal the chamber.
Run,
Heretics.
or fall.
Oh, cool. Damn. Cut in half.
Master. Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, I know, right? Throne. The Golden Throne of Terror. An arcane cybernetic artifact that encases the God Emperor's physical remains entire and preserves them using stasis fields and psi-fusion reactors. Sacrificing psychers. Alright. Hello Abelard, nice to see you. Okay. Conrad Voitkver is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me and somehow brought me here. How did you find me? Are you with that traitor?
What?
He intends to take revenge on Theodora for something. Trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of the plan. He is clearly serving the unholy gods of the warp. Yeah, he did say he had a master, so... yeah.
Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic. Oh, Voidfair, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt.
Alright. He openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny. Unquestionably, so it would seem, but He's not here, and we have immunity. And we have immunity to end. For a mere seneschal, you're asking too many questions. Alright.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
I like you.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Oh, items received. Lasgun, flak chestplate, and medikit. A lasgun, yeah! While fighting, your characters can lose some of their wounds. Your character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Kunrad. Alright.
I know how to take risks.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on tactical
Let us not
inferiority
dawdle.
and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Oh, a medkit?
Let me help.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
I'm at your...
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Oh. The game's encyclopedia. We can read that together on another stream, I think. Inventory. I can't use that. How do I change character? Ah. Okay, can I add it to... Yeah. That's weird. Okay. Blast gun. Alright. Cool. Oh. Ah, nice. So, your armor shows. That's good.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Very good.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Navigator. Oh yeah. What exactly has gone wrong with the translation? How did you find me? What can we expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctum? I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts. The Navigator's Sanctum, very well. Will you lead the way? For the Imperium and humanity, lead the way, Seneschal. Alright. What's gone wrong?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Okay. How'd you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warrant Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
Tech Priest. The rulers of the Adeptus Mechanicus, they revere technology as the object of their devotion. They direct the endeavors of fabrication and lead the followers of the machine god in unforgiving crusades of ruthless acquisition. What can we expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctum? Probably hell.
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Imperium. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterial. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Empyrean. Oh, the warp. I'm under no obligation to take such risks.
I concur that under ordinary circumstances, interrupting the Navigator's solitude would be equivalent to suicide. Right now, however, our sacrifice could prevent the demise of a rogue trader, a void ship of the Imperium, and all her crew, armaments, and equipment. The choice is obvious.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Actually, the chat's not in the best place, is it? For this game. Chat. Let's move the chat. Oh, where should I move it? Up here? No. You know what? It's alright for now. No one's talking anyway, are they? Camera. Put my camera up there actually, because then you can see my portrait and the dialogue thing. Yeah, sorry about that. Just rearranged everything. I wonder if the chat box can be repositioned as well. For another time. Okay. The Navigator's Sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
Okay, I just shrank my face a bit more. Alright.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Yeah, you know what? I am going to move the chat. It's going to go up here. Alright. Sorry about that, I'm just fixing the UI. I moved the chat. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, onward!
Venerate the Dark Gods! Dreaming! Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter. Surrender to the Dark Powers!
Okay, combat begins with a tactical phase during which characters cannot attack or take other actions but may try to take... Oh, okay. Setup phase. Oh, okay. Well, there's no cover, is there? So you can stay there. All right. Let's start.
To the weak. Temporary setback. Guides me.
Okay, friendly fire.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Charge. Melee attacks. Okay. Alright. Okay. Abelard is a melee warrior. Alright.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. rather not.
Huh?
Indeed.
Charge.
I've suffered worse.
What did that do?
I serve the ruinous powers.
Just a minor setback.
Alright. Abilities. Okay. What are we doing?
Taking calculated risks is my second nature.
Oh, nice.
It's as good as a chance.
Not by much.
Death to non-believers.
Friendly fire. Whoops.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Should hit all three of them.
I took care of this one.
Or not.
Out of my way!
Okay.
I can't catch my breath. I don't need luck. I have strategy. On it.
Reason forces a fight like this.
Alright.
At your beck and call.
Gotcha! Okay. You can advance the level of your characters and their companions, prevailing in battles, exploring the Cronus Expanse. Your companions gave this. Oh, okay.
Look no further.
I will lead us to fortune.
Collecting loot. Defeated enemies have no further need for their former belongings. You can discover valuable trophies amongst them. Cool.